Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 kids, rescue dogs, and rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. This is a special episode of my flosstube. For those of you who are in Whip Warriors for Stitching Survivor US Edition. This is to answer a couple questions and to give you an update on episode 1 and what happened. So let's do the episode 1 update, and then I'll answer a couple questions that have come up recently that hopefully I can answer for you. So first of all, reward, what I do is I only post who won first. So like for reward, there's always a first and then a second. I will only post who won the first place because that's all I really care about for stitching. So in episode 1, we started off, we got the 3 teams, right? So we've got 3 teams. So the reward was won first by Vatu. They won fire, and then they won, so immunity went to Team Kahlo, and elimination went to Sela. Poor Sela sent their first player home. There was an idol found. I know, big day. And then we had a bonus of to stitch on a project that's been limping along because one of the players got injured. He actually got taken out of the game, but part of the game he was limping. So one of those has just been kind of lingering around. You make some progress here and there is how I interpret it. You interpret it how you say that. Okay. So forgive my dog bells. Okay. So one of the questions that's been coming up is, do I have to start, can I just like bulk stitch my stitches? And the answer that I'm telling people, like, you can bulk stitch them by, like, I don't need, if the same project, let's say the same team won the reward and they got sent to elimination. So you're doing all of the stitches on the same same project, right? You can post episode 4, reward / elimination, and post your start and finish pictures, right? I don't need one for reward, one for elimination. Life's too short for that, right? What is harder to grade from my standpoint to see your project is if you go, okay, this is all of the progress that was made, and I hit every target each week for Team Sela, right? I don't know how to, for me, I don't know how to break that down to say, okay, that's adequate progress to grade. So if you could, I don't mind a week by week bulk stitching. If this, like, if you use the same stitching for the idle and the bonus that week, you can just do idle, bonus, and post your start and stop. That's fine with me. That so far has been the biggest question. If you get behind, that's okay. Look, I'm not out here being the craft police. What I'm looking for is progress and to have fun. So, again, if you get behind a week or two, catch up when you can. It's not a big deal. One thing I will say when you're picking your projects, and I forgot to mention this in my other video, is what I have found easier for me is, one, either projects that I really love, even though that they're changing colors a lot, or projects that are more have a lot of like this chunks of the same color, so I'm not having to change threads all the time. That works for me, but my stitching time right now is really limited with some things going on. So I find that's what makes it easier. Things like I have 13 Folds by Carolyn Designs. I am in the sections where it's huge blocks of the same 2 colors, and I've already got it mapped out where I don't have to do any counting. That's great for me to just mindlessly to just go and not have to stop and keep looking at a pattern. That's what works for me. You got to do what works for you. Sometimes it's a little trial and error, but those are the things. So with that, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. If not, I'll see you guys next week for episode 2. Bye, y'all.